Arzowane Wornser. Yes, I got it right. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. I'm checking my headphones a sec. The sound isn't very loud. Huh. Sound is very low. I don't know what's going on there. So we are in week 4 of the 2026 Winter Super League. And this is Arzowane with his humans versus Wornser with his orcs. Sounds like a strong team, if you're allowed to have that. Oh, wait, no chef? Then, yeah, strong team. That's okay. Right. So, as always, let's start with the setups. We have Arzowane in classic rule of 5. Bit boring, but it's fine. And I'm almost positive that this is how this is going to end up, right? Wornser just lines all of his orcs up on the LOS, like... whatever. Terrible kick for Arzowane, so the bad setup from the orcs is nothing. It's a fun ball, isn't it? Just straight in with the blockless troll. Not a care in the world. Could have blitzed first, or rather, what I say, should have blitzed first. Hasn't blitzed at all, and went for the pickup. Okay. Well, yeah. There's a 1 in 27 with a loner. It doesn't do the 1 in 36 blitz with block that's coming on this guy. And then a ladder. JB, ladder is the thing. It's the problem with all things, right? It all stems from ladder being useless and broken. Nothing about Blood Bowl 4 will change. The thing they announced where there's some kind of like league of points, it's all from ladder, so it doesn't matter. This is just going to keep happening. People are just going to bang their way through. And then he's doing well in this, Wornser. Like, because he's playing orcs. They're a super solid team in 2020 rules, right? He's just banging his way through people completely fine. It's not a long enough format for his bad play to matter that much. And Arzowane just waste his blitz? I think Arzowane just wasted his blitz. He was going to blitz with the troll. With the auger, sorry, on the troll. I don't like, while he's taking that blockless 1D, it's unlikely he's going to re-roll it. I don't like this flat shape that he's left while doing it. This guy should be 1 forward. Because he can just get mega based, right? He just gets like strength 4 guards in there. He's blitzed. He's stuck now. And he's one of your good players. You need to keep the guard blitzers mobile and untagged as best you can. Oh, look, he's just straight in. He didn't even move him now. And there goes one of your guard blitzers. So, if there's a pause, I'm going to press pause while I tell you about it so it doesn't ruin the game. It's because in the background, I am drinking a cherry Coke slushie. So, I'm going to include YouTube, even though I don't actually make any money from YouTube. People on YouTube have come to Twitch and watched and stuff, and so have contributed and spread my name. So, this month, I spent Twitch money on buying myself a Ninja slushie. I've wanted one for ages. My ADHD and mild autism gives me food issues. My physical condition has meant that I can't taste food very well. So I tend to rely a lot on texture and temperature and stuff. So cold, icy drinks are real good for me because I can taste them ish. And slushies have to be sugary. You have to have sugar or the slush doesn't work. You can't make a Diet Coke slushie. So TikTok shop had a sale this month, half price essentially. 300 quid the slushies started at, and I got mine for 150, and I got 2 free Ninja Slushie cups, like metal insulated cups branded with it. So I spent my Twitch money on that this so technically chat all bought it for me. So thank you everyone. And yesterday I made McDonald's thick shakes in it and they were amazing. And today I'm trying to learn how to make a Coke slushie. That's not as easy as you might think. Carbonated drinks go flat in a slushie machine, and then they also melt real fast. I don't really know what the slushie machines, like Tango Ice Blasts and stuff, have in them. I should probably think about buying the actual syrups for those and chucking in a Ninja Slushie and seeing if that works. But either way, this is still nice. I'm going to refill my glass now while I press pause. So I will say that the milkshakes, the thick shakes, were a lot better as like a copy of something commercial than this slushie. This slushie's nice, but the thick shakes were basically perfect, which I'm grateful for because this is the easiest thing to do. You just pour Coke in the machine. Full sugar Coke. Like if this was perfect and like amazing, I'd be fat as hell. I'd be drinking like 1,000 calories a day. Oh yeah, Jim. I leave the vampire on because I've said that like it's the last. It's probably the last season I'm going to play vampires. Like, have you seen the NAF stats for vampires? They're totally fucked. They're like goblin levels of Lost. They're in like the low 40s. Yeah, the NAF stats, I talked about them on stream, the like caveats all over the place with NAF stats, isn't it? Not only is it the start of a new edition, so tiering is all over the place. And vampires will be tiered too high, but also old school tiering in my eyes does not work at all for this edition, like at all. I think like if they don't switch to grid tiering, like half the teams just don't work. And vampires are one of them. Vampires need enough gold to buy another reroll, which is a lot of extra gold. But they don't need any more skills. No, it's because they changed the regular hypno gaze from 2+ to 3+, which drops them down considerably. Combined with the fact that now more other teams, popular teams, because the world of Blood Bowl has been told Old World Alliance is amazing, because they're amazing. They all come with Mighty Blow Tackle now, so your vampires are not as safe as they were before, who took dodge. Old World Alliance, one of the most popular teams now, come with Mighty Blow Tackle. Undead come with Mighty Blow Tackle. Well, they start with tackle is the thing, Mystery. 2 extra teams now start with tackle. So in NAF style, when you get one skill, you can just add Mighty Blow to it, and now they start with Mighty Blow Tackle, which is a bump, right? It's a considerable bump. It's not like the be-all and end-all of Blood Bowl, but it's a pretty considerable bump. Considering that they have like Old World Alliance are the best of both worlds team. They have dwarves to hold the line and to guard things and not be removed. And then they have the speed of humans combined with Mighty Blow Tackle to do the Blood Bowl in. That is sort of correct, Bombadil, yes. However, NAF have put out a document that says, look, can you please ignore that? It's stupid. I suspect Fumble will also ignore that when it comes out. Maybe Blood Bowl 4 will also ignore that if that comes out before a new FAQ, which seems unlikely. They accidentally forgot to include a sentence in traits that is in skills that allows you to use the traits while prone. So it means that Hypnogaze as a trait cannot be used if the player starts prone, because you have to declare your action. I'll take a look at the NAF stats after this if you want. Let's get back to this game, and maybe I'll take a look at the NAF stats afterwards. What is even happening here? So he can't get one dice on the ball because he can chain him onto the ball, but there's no real way to tag this guy once he does so. Yeah, there's no real way to tag this guy once he chains him onto the ball. He could chain him onto the ball and red dice him, but what's the point, really? This is pretty crazy. He's pushing up really hard, jamming himself to the sideline. I suspect he's going to end up in trouble in a turn or two. That's what it feels like. Wait, what's he doing? Gets a stun. So he's going to just block his way out here and leave the ogre there? Okay, that's fine. The stun will help him. Oh, hey, it worked, Samage. Arzowane not afraid to mix it up here with the orcs, which is nice. Like, humans aren't a great bash team, but they are like, you know, they can play as a bash team. They have enough guard and block. Oh, dear. Okay, well, that was a bad foul that luckily didn't get him sent off. I think he can chain the auger onto the ball here, can't he? Just looking. So if she puts a guard in there, that's a 2 dice. And that will fill that square, and he can follow to fill this square. So that whole area will be jam-packed. Then he puts a player where this guy has just followed from, and then he takes a 1D. Oh no, he needs to fill this square as well. So he puts someone in here as well. Has he got enough players? He has got enough players, but it's really tight. So if he fills this square, then this one, then these two. That's 4 players, and he's got 5. He can hit the troll into the mighty blow, into the auger, and as he's filled these squares, he'll push down there. As he's filled this square, these aren't assists, so the guard is irrelevant because he's strength 4 with the guard, and the auger's strength 5. So he could blitz the ball with the auger. This is totally doable. I don't know if he'll bother with it. I think he's good enough to see it. Oh, wait, it's still a 1D, but yeah, you're right, yeah. He doesn't need to do all of that, does he? He doesn't need to take the first block. He can just fill these 2 and put a guard there and just take this 1 dice. He doesn't need to do the fill in that way. He can just do it this way. This guy's standing. He's not down. Same play, just 1 less block. So he puts a guard in there to make that a 2D, not a 1D. Fill these, and he chains the auger onto the ball. Leaves him a couple extra players, so it's better. Good eye. See, overcomplicated, because like that's a thing that good players have to look out for. I know that sounded like I was complimenting myself, but really it's not, is it? It's a problem that that was the first play was overcomplicated and slightly incorrect. So I should have seen the simpler play. Oh, what a shame. Doesn't do it. I'd have done that. But like I intimated at, it's not bad to not do it. The play from the orc guy, Arzowane will know. You will probably have watched previous games, or will have seen him play here with no blitz on the first turn and stuff. He'll know that he's like subpar. And maybe it's not necessary to run risks to put extra players in to get punched just to try and sack the ball, etc. He'll just keep ramping up the pressure. Pulling apart his defensive shapes until he gets a better chance. I mean, and it looks like he's going to get one right now because immediately the orcs stretch themselves too thin. Like, these 3 players are stuck over here. He is very far away. These 3 are stuck on an auger and need a blockless block, leaving him behind, therefore. So this is going to stretch him thin, yeah? Whereas the humans have the benefit of speed over the orcs and can switch sides a lot easier than the orcs can. Yep, he's in a shape where that doesn't free him. So now these are not freed. Again, he's already moved these. These should be defending the ball right now. He's already moved them. They don't have block. They're vulnerable to a red dice to move them out of the way, to get rid of the shape. Yes, so the turn 5 thing is because of a timeout. The orcs didn't react to the timeout at all. They didn't start claiming space. They didn't push forward because they lose a turn. It's only a 7-turn drive. Blitz is the wrong player. Blitz is a hard target instead of the soft target catcher. I mean, do I need to say anything right now? The ball is not, it's not even remotely protected other than by hoping the opponent fails dice. And to even get over and have some kind of protection, you've got to do a 1D or a dodge. The 1D is just a push, so it doesn't free up the other guy. And then the dodge fails. And a rush is needed. I mean, that was atrocious, right? And he's basically team split himself here, hasn't he? Like, he's literally team split himself. I wouldn't have got myself in that position to start with. So it's hard to say what I would have done if I was stuck in that weird shape. So what do the humans do here? How can they take advantage of this weird-ass shape of the orcs? They could chain the ogre free, you know. Weirdly, that is a possibility. I don't think they go into it. It requires too much commitment, but they could chain the ogre out the back to go and blitz the ball, which would be hilarious, seeing as they didn't chain him last time. But I don't think there's any need to, right? You can free up enough players here. If he goes in there... No, it doesn't do anything. That gives him 2 dice, which doesn't really help. Because it doesn't free up him. It doesn't do anything with the ogre. So I think he probably just blitzes over here, right? He doesn't want this group of players pushing forward. It's turn 6 for the orcs next turn. He doesn't want this. This is enough players to push up. He doesn't want all 6 of these to be able to move up the side. So I think we blitz over here and then engineer some blocks. So the blitz is probably the tackle blitzer. We can probably utilize someone to free up over here, like take a block with the ogre. That frees up him, and we can put the guard over here. He can take a block on him, and then hopefully both of these front ones are down, which really limits how much forward motion you can get. Okay, he doesn't follow there. Does utilize the blockless block. Interesting that he pushed in that direction. I probably wouldn't have done that. He's going for the sack. Okay, because he got the pows, right? That's why he pushed him in that direction. I didn't realize that he could reach. Once again, I've talked about this in numerous past games. No matter how... Like, I've mentioned repeatedly that he's bad, right? And yet, no matter how bad someone is playing, my brain cannot comprehend that you leave a sack on to a normal just thing. I always just assume that they're out of range. Always. My brain will not comprehend someone who hasn't counted squares to the ball. like, I'm so often surprised. It's like, oh, he can just sack the ball. And for all the stick people give me for being mean and for, like, you know, shitting on people for being bad, that's a real thing that I do all the fucking time. Gets the 3-2-2 and kills him. No, so that is a visual glitch mystery. You mean it doesn't show up as like the thing on the pitch, like the little black symbol on the pitch? You should never rely on those. It's because sometimes it is dodging. It's going through a position and you have to go around it. So it's telling you the rushes based on direct movement. It's not telling you the rushes based on going around and not rolling any other dice. So it was basically a free block there. There's no need to re-roll it. This guy is still diagonally tagged. So he has to do a blockless block to free up the troll, who's only movement 4, can only get to where the catcher is anyway. This guy's also cut off by the catcher, so this guy has to be moved to even get to him. And more importantly, you might notice the guards are out of place, out of position. Like the double mighty blow blitzers is hurting him. Double mighty blow and tackle, it means that he only has like 3 guard and 1 on an unreliable slow troll. They shouldn't, like, he shouldn't have wasted 3 skills on the blitzers when none of them be guard. Like, he should have more guard. You can either have it on strength or you can have it on mobility, or you could have it split. But you absolutely shouldn't have 4 strength 4 guys and only 1 of them have guard. So one of these mighty blows should be gone, and it should be guard on a strength 4 guy. One of these 2 here. And then I'll be honest with you, I don't even like mighty blow and tackle separately. I would probably swap the tackle with guard as well. Orcs are a bullying team. They come with strength and strength access. You, like, if you lean into removals by taking mighty blow like this and tackle like that, that's randomness, right? That's variance. If you lean into variance and it doesn't go your way, you don't have the guard for the stability plays. He's outguarded by humans, which is insane. This is a banger build, and the problem with banger builds is if they don't bang, they don't have anything else. Like, it's worked for him, just to be clear. I'm not saying, oh dear, I'm not saying this is bad for him, because for all I know, Wornser knows he doesn't belong in this company. He knows he's not that good. So he's taken a banger build on purpose. Like, if you have that kind of self-awareness, if you know that you're, like, in bigger company, a banger build's not so bad, right? Yes, Samage, if you were in Super League, you should absolutely play banger builds. So, big problem there for Arzowane. Loses his mighty blow tackle. Does not bother going for the 30-odd%. So this is now, what, 3, 4, 5, 3 plus 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 2, 2 to 2 dice the ball. And then praying for a 50-50 scatter. Because if it goes south, it'll bounce through these. These guys could just pick it up and fuck the fuck off. If it lands here, maybe you could red dice and scatter again. But the ball could end up on a catcher and all the way down here, right? That is a distinct possibility here. It's not a likelihood, but it's a possibility. And that's kind of what he's hoping for now with the removal. Oh, he doesn't do it. He's going this way. Okay. I prefer the other way, but he's going this way with the catcher. It is easier. It's less dice. Gives him the better angle. More likely to drop somewhere good. Gets another removal on an orc. Incredible. It's going to base him, I assume. Yep. 1 dice gets him stuck on the ogre. The troll does not have... Oh, my days. And a 1 dice pow frees his own human. Kills him with a 1 dice pow. Oh, my days. And there's the weakness of the banger build. If they get a couple of bad dice against them. I mean, this was Mighty Blow on Armor 8. It was incredible. But that is a 1 in 36 Kaz. That happens. Oh, baby. And you could argue there's nothing you can do about it, but there is something you can do about it. You could have your team better stuck together so that it's not even getting 1D'd. If you had a load of strength 4 and guard, that would be red dice if you'd done it right. The ball is just on the floor. I don't really know what he's doing here. Other than getting a 1D pow himself. Into a removal. 1D removals all day. I mean, he knows this is just a sack. Not a sack, you know what I mean? Like, he just hits him off the ball and that's it. Very confusing. Gets the pow. Stays to tag him, so that's a 2 dice. Puts him in scoring range. He's going to hand off to him, is he? Is this a handoff? I can't tell. No, it's just an activation. He's just 2 of them in scoring range. Oh! Gets the pow. Now, if someone dodges, he doesn't re-roll that, sadly. But if he'd made that and tagged him, oh, baby. I don't know why he's doing it with him, to be honest. I don't even like that dodge. It should be with him, I think. Oh, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, it shouldn't. He can reach the ball. I take it back. He can reach the ball. So he was doing it with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was just going to tag him and force a dodge. One D re-rolled. Gets the pow, but we still have the catcher in range. And the ball has scattered. Oh, I mean, firstly, he should have stood up if he was going to re-roll that 1D. Should have already stood up. But also, it's kind of rough, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we dodge him. Ugh. It's all kinds of horrible. Like, this is just too easy for him still to score. It's a 3+ to clear. he stands up so he can blitz from that angle, and then the catcher just picks up and runs down. This is essentially a 3+3+. With a reroll. Makes the first 3. Doesn't need anything but a push. Oh, fails to pick up. Gets it. Stands there. I don't know why he would stand there other than just being a dick, but stood there for no reason. The Orcs didn't even get their KO back. But they've still done this wrong, right? They've essentially offered no dice at all to go 2-0 up and lose. Like, you can't just set up in the middle like this. Even though you don't have enough players, you still have to put players on the outside. Force dice. 1 in 9s happen. 1 in 36s happen. Add in dice is important here. At the moment, all he's got to do is get the ball on a catcher running down the pitch and, like, just do a 2-turn, and he just wins. He doesn't have to do a 2-turn, but if he just does the 2-turn, he wins. The Orcs are not scoring twice. Ugh, I hate this from Arzowane too. Like, he should be setting up to, like, defend a blitz, right? And ignoring the LOS. Punching people on the LOS, hoping for more 1 in 36 removals or whatever is pointless. I wouldn't even set up the 5 on the LOS. I would set up one lino on the LOS. I wouldn't even care about the blocks. I'd care about winning. And all that matters is that you don't get blitzed on here. There should be full chevrons across the pitch. It is the one thing that costs you this game, is a short kick blitz. Like, you've won this game. It's in your pocket. Like I said, whenever you play Blood Bowl, you have to, like, evaluate the board state and the game state as an ongoing function. And whenever you are ahead, you should play more safe. Whenever you are behind, you should lean into more variance. And he's not just ahead, he's won, right? By all practical purposes, he's won this game. He turned over the Orcs. They only have 9 players. He's fast. Like, he's won the game. So one of the very, very few things that can turn this around. One is a reverse dicing, where the Orcs just start removing players with every block. You can't do anything about that. Another is a short kick blitz. If this is a short kick blitz right now, and the Orcs get the ball, 9 players is enough to just walk down the pitch and score and get a draw. Like, why risk that? There's no reason to at all. While he takes his blocks, I'm going to refill my Slushie. I'm back. Hopefully nothing important happened there. Doesn't look like it. Right here is exactly the kind of problem we're talking about. Doesn't 1 in 9 into his own removal. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much on the dice. And of course, Wornser wastes one of his limited players to just take a 2-dice block on a completely irrelevant player on the opposite side of the pitch to the ball. Ace just taking 2-dice blocks, he's going to lose. I'm not saying there's a lot of good stuff he can do, but this is how you lose, right? Just using half of your team to block the players that aren't the players running down the pitch to score is literally how you lose. So you have to do something else. Okay. Yeah, take it back. He was doing something. He was doing a 4 plus 30%. So what is that? Like, it's not that bad, is it? It's down at like basically like rolling a 6. He did need the push there and the pow there, but those weren't terrible either. Like this was 75%. Okay, I take it back. Attempting to hit the ball, sure. No recovery. Very limited chance of actually hitting him. But if he had powed, he did have Mighty Blow on a catcher. They did require a 1 in 9 to pick it back up. He's not humans. But yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's and now he just loses. That's the problem, isn't it? Even if this is like, 15% to sack the ball this play, that means 85% to lose. Yeah. He gets the double screen in. Oh, he doesn't even activate. He doesn't take the block with the ogre. He's just, which is fine, right? He just cares about the win, which is completely fine. So, and that guarantees the loss. So I think people sleep on Arzowane. Arzowane, like, just because he's a cheat and we all don't like that he cheated and was a dick about it, like, that's a personal judgment, right? As a Blood Bowl player, he's consistently the best out of the Spanish players that I've seen. Andre is also a top-tier player, but not as consistent as Arzowane. Hey, look at that. Just in case. Look at that. Stepped back from Chunt's row. And then as a reward for that good play, the game allowed him to remove an orc with a fling. Delightful. How nice of the game to recognize good play. And it's all over by the shouting now. This is just going through the motions. There's not a lot to talk about as far as Penguin Academy goes, but it is a good game for seeing. Like, normally orcs dominate humans, right? Orcs are just a better team than humans in 2020 rules. They're a better team than humans in 2025 rules too. But this has been textbook of how you turn that around by just being better. Just pretty much a solid turn. Good turn ordering. At this point, Arzowane could just walk it in, but it is Swiss, right? He doesn't want to give him a chance to score back. So he's you know, running the very, very small risk, like infinitesimally small risk of something going wrong. Not just quads, but like quads into... And even then, like, there's a risk on the table. He just bangs it in. The win is more important. And oh look, chevrons, not rule of 5. And he gets a blitz. How nice for him. Gets a blitz when he just won in 9s. Takes down the catcher, which is a shame. Doesn't break armor, and then 1 in 9s with the troll. Kills the ogre, but ball is on the ground. This could be 3-0. 12, 11, 10, 9. I don't like that. I get why he's done it, because it's the thrower. But I would probably just be double tagging to make sure these guys can't come back. No, he's going to burn a rush on the... And he snakes. Oh, doesn't move the other catcher. So a slight issue there. He should have moved the other catcher down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should definitely have moved him down into scoring range. I get why he's done this. He wants to do the blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he could have put him there and blitzed from there up. He wanted to blitz that angle down, so he clears him off. But it required this, so you know, if it was 1-1 and he was doing this for the win, I would complain about this. He should do the safer play and just blitz from that angle and go that way. But he wanted to blitz him down. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Slight bit of rush to the peen. You get that blood rush when you know you've won. Does he snake? No, but there's no scoring threat now, so giant sad face. There we go. He would have been able to score if he put the catcher in. Arzowane just passes turns and then Wornser just rolls some dice for some reason or another. And there we go. A deserved win for Arzowane. And I think that means he moves on to like week 5, kind of somewhere near the top, right? I think that puts him at 3-1-0. And we will see you in the next game.